Hey everybody, video here for you today. Now I'm working on a couple videos that are taking a little longer, one from Egypt. I have not talked about the Great Pyramid in a long time, and also another one coming from Peru. I'll have those up probably by the weekend. Let's go down today. Very interesting news story came out. This is ancient Troy, right down here. This site is connected to the poems of Homer, the Iliad and the Odyssey, but how much of that is actual history? Well, news story just came out today. Find it pretty fascinating. Let's just take a peek around down here. Here's the site at sunset. Many thought this was just purely mythology until this site was discovered. The Trojan Wars and the Trojan Horse, how much of that is real history? Well, let's go over to a story. This is the Greek Reporter. This is one of a few websites I've seen this story pop up on. Archaeologists claim they've discovered the Trojan Horse in Turkey, and that'd be a pretty remarkable find. Here is a reconstruction of what a lot of people think is a mythological thing coming from history. It says Turkish archaeologists claim they found what they believe are pieces of the Trojan Horse. According to a news report, Turkish archaeologists excavating the site of the historical city of Troy on the hills of Hisarlik have unearthed a large wooden structure. Historians and archaeologists think what they have discovered are the remains of the legendary Trojan Horse. And that would be quite a discovery, that is for sure. Here's a depiction of the Trojan Horse with the soldiers inside. This is depicted on a vase discovered at Mykonos. But the recent research here, it says the excavations brought to light dozens of fir planks and beams up to 15 meters or 49 feet long. The remnants were assembled in a strange form that led the experts to suspect they belonged to the Trojan Horse. The wooden structure was inside the walls of the ancient city of Troy. Here is another depiction of the Trojan Horse. This comes from Erybalos. That is just a small jar or flask. This was found in Italy. It says the Trojan Horse is considered by most to have been a mythological structure. The horse is commonly associated with Homer's epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey. The classic epic poems tell the story of the Trojan War and Odysseus' long journey back to Ithaca, but curiously enough, they do not feature the iconic wooden horse. In fact, the Iliad closes out right before the war is over. The story of the Trojan Horse comes in at the very end of the war, as it is used as a strategy to seize Troy and win the war completely. The story of the Trojan Horse is featured most prominently in the Aeneid by Virgil, a Latin text from the time of Augustus' rule in Rome. Historians suggest that the ancient writer was using the image of the horse as an analogy for a war machine or even perhaps a natural disaster. But they have found some sort of wooden structure in the confines of Troy. Is it the famous wooden Trojan horse? Well, that is yet to be determined. Here's another story. This one came out about 5 hours ago. Did archaeologists find the Trojan horse? And here's a depiction of the story of the Trojan horse and the art of Gandhara in the British Museum. Does this come from just mythology, or is this something that actually took place? Well, we may have some answers. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of interesting speculation over the find, but it says now Boston University professors Christine Morris and Chris Wilson believe that the carbon dating tests and other analysis have suggested that the wooden pieces and other artifacts date from the 12th or 11th centuries BC. Morris and Wilson believe with a high level of confidence that the structure is linked to the iconic horse. They say the tests have only confirmed their theory, so that is very interesting. Well, that story certainly caught my eye. Discovery of a wooden structure made in the city of Troy in Turkey. Does it have anything to do with the famed Trojan horse? Well, I think time will eventually tell, but certain things certainly hint that it very well could be. Thought that was interesting enough to share. Sometimes history is a fluid situation. Discoveries are made, thoughts are overturned. But that is a story coming from Turkey, the ancient city of Troy down here. I think we might be hearing more about that, but some people are pretty confident about what they found. Hope you thought that was cool, and you all have a very nice day.